Imagine a man, born into luxury, trained as a warrior, yet destined to become one of the greatest thinkers in history. A man who didn't just rule an empire, but also conquered the inner turmoil that comes with power, pain, and loss. This man is Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who didn't just ponder the mysteries of the universe, he solved them. Not with equations or grand discoveries, but with wisdom that still echoes through the ages. Welcome to a journey through the mind of the philosopher king who found the key to the universe within himself. The making of a philosopher king. Born on April 26, 121 AD in Rome, Marcus Aurelius was groomed for greatness from the start. His lineage was prestigious. His grandfather was a senator, and his father had held a high position in the empire. But unlike many rulers, Marcus's education wasn't just about power. It was about wisdom. From a young age, he was surrounded by tutors who shaped his intellect and character. His mother, Domitia Lucilla, instilled in him a sense of humility, and his tutor, Junius Rusticus, introduced him to the Stoic philosophy that would guide his life. But why Stoicism? In an empire built on conquest and wealth, why would a future emperor cling to a philosophy that preaches inner peace over external power? To understand Marcus's attachment to Stoicism, we need to dive into the core of the philosophy itself. Stoicism teaches that virtue, not pleasure or wealth, is the highest good. It's about mastering the self, finding tranquility in the face of chaos, and accepting life's hardships with grace. For Marcus, who would face unimaginable trials, this philosophy was not just a guide, it was a lifeline. Marcus Aurelius's youth was not without its challenges. Though he was born into privilege, he also faced loss early in life. His father died when Marcus was just a child, but instead of being consumed by grief, Marcus turned to Stoic teachings. He learned that life is fleeting, that all things are impermanent, and that true strength lies in how we respond to our circumstances. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength, he would later write in his Meditations, a book that would become a cornerstone of Stoic thought. Yet his strength would be tested in ways few could endure. Even before he ascended to the throne, Marcus was known for his discipline and dedication. He wore simple clothing, slept on the ground, and subjected himself to rigorous physical and mental training. His goal was to prepare himself for the burdens of leadership, to embody the Stoic ideal of resilience in the face of adversity. But no amount of training could fully prepare him for what was to come. Trials of an emperor. In 161 AD, Marcus Aurelius became the emperor of Rome, sharing power with his adoptive brother Lucius Verus. It was a time of relative peace, but that peace would not last. During his reign, Marcus faced constant challenges. Plague, war, and betrayal threatened the stability of the empire. The Antonine Plague, possibly a form of smallpox, ravaged the empire, killing millions, including Lucius Verus. The frontiers were under attack from Germanic tribes, and internal strife simmered within the Senate. While others might have succumbed to despair, Marcus turned to his philosophy. His private journal, later published as Meditations, reveals a man who found clarity in chaos. These writings were not intended for public consumption. They were Marcus's personal reflections, a dialogue with himself. Yet, they offer us a window into the mind of a ruler who, despite the weight of the world on his shoulders, remained steadfast in his pursuit of virtue and wisdom. How did he do it? Through a simple yet profound approach: acceptance, focus, and purpose. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it, he wrote. In these words, Marcus not only accepted the impermanence of life, but also embraced it. This was his secret, a mindset that transformed suffering into wisdom, chaos into order. For Marcus, the challenges he faced were not obstacles to be feared, but opportunities to practice virtue. Whether dealing with the plague, leading his armies, or navigating political intrigue, Marcus approached each situation with the same Stoic principles: control what you can, accept what you cannot, and always act with integrity. The wars on the empire's borders were particularly grueling. Marcus spent much of his reign on military campaigns, often away from Rome for years at a time. He led his legions personally, enduring the same hardships as his soldiers. It was during these long campaigns that he wrote many of his meditations. Imagine an emperor sitting in a tent on the cold, windswept plains of Germania, reflecting on the nature of life, death, and duty. While the world around him was consumed by violence and uncertainty, Marcus found peace in his Stoic philosophy. Solving the universe. But how does a man solve the universe? For Marcus, it wasn't about understanding stars or atoms, it was about understanding himself. The universe, he believed, was rational and governed by natural laws. By aligning his thoughts with this order, Marcus found peace in any storm. To him, the universe was like a living organism, with each of us playing a part in its grand design. This cosmic perspective helped Marcus detach from the petty concerns of daily life and focus on the bigger picture. His approach to life can be summed up in one word: logos. In Stoicism, logos refers to the rational order of the universe, the divine reason that governs all things. Marcus believed that by living in accordance with logos, we could achieve inner harmony and fulfill our purpose. This is why he was able to remain calm in the face of adversity. He saw himself as part of a larger, interconnected whole. The suffering, the trials, the victories, all of it was part of the universe's grand design. But Marcus didn't just solve the universe for himself, he left behind a blueprint for all of us. His meditations are filled with practical advice on how to live a good life. He teaches us to focus on what we can control, to let go of what we cannot, and to always act with virtue. In a world filled with distractions and anxieties, his teachings are more relevant than ever. One of the most powerful lessons from Marcus Aurelius is the idea of memento mori. Remember that you will die. Far from being morbid, this reminder is meant to inspire us to live fully and wisely. By keeping our mortality in mind, we can focus on what truly matters and avoid being consumed by trivial concerns. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live, Marcus wrote. His words challenge us to live with intention, to embrace each moment as an opportunity to grow and to contribute to the world around us. A legacy that endures. Marcus Aurelius's reign ended in 180 AD, but his legacy endures. Unlike many rulers, his power did not corrupt him. Instead, it refined him. He remained humble, dedicated to the welfare of his people, and committed to his philosophy until the end. Even as he lay on his deathbed, likely succumbing to the plague that had ravaged his empire, Marcus remained at peace. His final words were reportedly, "Weep not for me. Think rather of the pestilence and the deaths of so many others." His wisdom isn't just ancient, it's timeless. The challenges Marcus faced are not so different from those we face today. We may not be emperors, but we all confront difficulties, uncertainties, and losses. Marcus Aurelius's teachings remind us that while we cannot control the universe, we can control our response to it. And in that response lies our true power. So as you navigate your own trials and tribulations, remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The universe is vast, unpredictable, and often daunting. But like Marcus, we all have the power to find order within chaos. Chaos and wisdom in the face of adversity. The universe may be infinite, but the solutions are often found within. If you found this journey through the life and mind of Marcus Aurelius enlightening, be sure to subscribe for more insights from the past that can change your future. Let's keep exploring the wisdom that has stood the test of time.